And Drogba brings out the trophy, donning on the Ivory Coast jersey,
like
into the stadium, and then puts it in the stand.
Very, very wrong.
And I'm like, calf, kilo shele.
It was as if they already sold the match.
And he lifted the trophy up like, already showing like, come on, I don't win more.
Of course, the AFCON 2023 has ended, but then there were a lot of issues that happened with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And in this episode, we'll take a deep dive into what happened in the final. My name is Ife, and I'm joined with Amara. Again,
another episode of Better Sports Podcast. Remember, you should always like, share, subscribe, follow us, tag us, reply, comment. Let us know what you think of our videos and opinions on what we've said so far.
You can criticize too if you want to.
Not criticize, but don't go and cyber bully,
please.
Like Iwobi. Well,
chill.
according to that one, Sha.
Well, we are actually looking at what went wrong for the Super Eagles in the final. You know, Nigeria spirit. It was when Nigeria started progressing into crucial stages of the competition. That's when we started seeing adverts, billboards. They're now doing different kind of short videos online, different companies about Nigeria Super Eagles, probably wanting them to win the AFCON. Let's do it again, in quotes.
Well, that's the slogan the Super Eagles chose before the AFCON started off.
And
itself.
Surprisingly, it was the players themselves that said it.
That said it themselves. But
when they now got to the final,
they did not do it. The things that we failed to do, or things that we didn't do
throughout
during the group stages or quarterfinals, all of them just came out at the final against Ivory Coast, who I will say is a spirited side, because if you look at their story, like I said, Nigeria, we know their story. But before I talk about Super Eagles, first of all, say CAF, how would the first thing that happened
in the final.
At the AFCON, I saw DJ Drogba, a legend, Chelsea legend, Ivory Coast legend, African legend. We know what the things he did. Even though after he retired, Ivory Coast went on to win 2 AFCONs right now.
Like, he had bad luck with the he had bad luck with the Ivory Coast national team.
So then Drogba brings out the trophy, donning on the Ivory Coast jersey,
like
into the stadium, and then puts it in the stand.
Very, very wrong.
And I'm like, calf, kilo shele.
It was as if they already sold the match.
And he lifted the trophy up like, already showing like, come on, I don't win more.
Don't mind the guy.
And funny enough, I thought maybe supposed to be CAF officials or maybe players that have actually won it.
Somebody like Asma Gyan, who's is a Ghanaian, and
that probably won it, affinity with both sides. But then CAF, incompetence on you guys. How do you? He was even wearing. Oh my God!
The fact that he was in an Ivorian jersey, it made a lot of speculation.
That final,
the
beautiful AFCON was going so far, and then the final was like so many things went wrong. That final. Beginning with CAF. I'll judge you people for that team, but
yeah, we are looking at the Super Eagles. Now, let's start from the starting 11. Jose Peseiro, the first match, he started different kind of players from the friendlies that we saw prior to the tournament. And then we're like, who is this guy? We all thought he was going to start Uzoho. And we saw Stanley Wabili coming in. Different changes in the midfield.
His name is Stanley Nwabali.
A
child born in the night. Yeah.
Nwabali.
Yeah. For the starting 11, Peseiro has been giving us surprises.
Give us surprise in the first game. Seeing 5-3-2. Some say 5-4-1.
No, I think in the first game against Equatorial Guinea, we didn't really play that 3-man defense. We didn't see Bassi. Bassi wasn't playing then. It was just it was Ajayi and Ekong, Ekong himself, who wasn't even taking part in those friendly matches and Boko players were playing so far before the tournament started.
Yeah, surprised.
But then the issue we had is the starting 11 of the final against Ivory Coast, because Nigerians were used to seeing a particular face.
I wanted to build up from that place. Like, after maintaining a starting 11 that gave you the winning, the clean sheet. You know, it was from that first game now, they conceded first. And since then, it took till the semi-final till they conceded another goal again.
Yeah, that's because he made some changes. He brought in Bassi, yes.
And from the second game against Ivory Coast, that is when it all changed. Now you using the same start lineup over and over again. And this has been the winning recipe, if I may say.
So why change the winning team?
Exactly.
Yeah, but then he changed something.
Changed it.
Yeah, but then Sanusi didn't play
and that was because he was injured.
Yes, he was injured.
And the person who replaced him was competent enough to deliver.
Yeah.
And could have even had an assist as bright or Sai Samo. And there was no force about it. But then the winning team.
But you might say there was no force in the sense that Olai now wasn't performing the way we knew him as. When he was playing at left back.
He was even still solid at left back.
Yeah, he was
still solid at
but then we already saw these signs. Probably he said, now I was complaining about the final, but we saw these signs coming from that game. Probably from quarter final actually. Quarter final, the signs were there.
Quarter final, was still quite
starting with the
solid.
fact that we were allowed to go with 27 players to this tournament, and Peseiro went with 25. And not 25, we didn't see Ahmed Musa as the captain on the side, and he didn't really play much. And then,
do you know that most people did not know that Troost-Ekong is not the captain; he's the vice captain.
But I think people know. People know. And Nigerians should know that Musa, because you say on the touchline.
Most people don't know.
Didn't know.
Most people don't know that.
But for the record, still now, because probably until he retires or maybe changes happen.
Ahmed Musa is the captain of the Super Eagles, and Troost-Ekong is the vice captain.
Yeah, so far going with 27 players, 25 players instead of 27, and then even 25 safe. Peseiro failed to rotate these players. He failed to rotate those players. Now, if you compare it to the side, Ivory Coast side, where we didn't see Adingra in the group stages, when we played the first match against them, we didn't see Sebastian Haller. We didn't see Siri. We didn't see Siri. We saw Kessie,
even the
Sangari, and Fofana.
Diomande started
exactly
in that particular.
So you saw even times where he removed the captain or vice captain, what's his name, the right back, Sergio Rey. So
and brought in Singo.
So for them, they made different changes. They utilized the squads they went to tournament with. That's something that Peseiro failed to do. He used same set of players over and over again, and the tactics he deployed from the second game to the final is stressful. Like you will run and run.
I know some players, some fans will definitely come that place. They'll say that, okay, but we want those games now. Then why change it? But come to think of it, match weariness comes in at a certain stage. That's why the final was so abysmal. That they look like they saved their worst performance for the final, and it was not supposed to be so. These players starting again and again and again. Number one, to form a team cohesion, which will give them the ability to play well. But even the playing well, it's not like they were playing fantastically well.
No, we had for Peseiro now. You can't.
Let's use everybody.
Well, no, you cannot say for you say tactics wise. Yes, not every coach want to play tiki taka like Guardiola. Some coaches actually want to just grind out, get the win, lock up shop like
he's
Mourinho.
The best friend of Mourinho.
Like
so
Mourinho kind of
I understand
way. And Mourinho getting a goal up in the first half in a final, I'm sure he will make sure that he locks shop.
It's the end.
Like puts everybody possible that
park trailer,
probably
park
instead of them conceding an goal, they might eventually go and score the second goal.
And funny enough, that's how the Super Eagles have even been playing. Remember the match against Cameroon? We're not playing so well, though we created some chances, and those chances that we created were not from possible team play. I just know that. Don't worry, chance will score.
But we played exactly. Chance will score and we will score. But now for the players themselves, now, like I said, people you might single out Iwobi didn't play fantastic well. We say Aina, Sanusi, who for me, in my opinion, had a terrible tournament.
Very, very terrible.
Then for this player of his status, we know what he can do for his club side and also for the country.
The only thing he did responsible in this tournament was a block that he saved against Ivory Coast in the first. That was the only one. That was the only thing.
He blocked and then he gave him assist because he was the one that chested down how do you chest a ball down in your 18 yard?
You know.
The result got to highlight scoring the second goal and the winner for Ivory Coast. So for the players themselves, yes, you might always Nigerians, because we want to always have a scapegoat. You might call Iwobi was not the best. Osimhen was nowhere to be found. Like Lookman was not there.
If you even want
Chukwueze, I was like, why did this man even start Chukwueze in the final? Well, fine. You also want to bring in some bodies. Moses Simon also came on. There are players that are like Aina himself that was even struggling against Adingra. what happened to Awazem on the bench? We didn't see Bruno Yemechi in this tournament.
Exactly. Rafael Onyedika.
Murphy had bare times to come and change things in the game. So that's no Peseiro just sat back and allowed the players. People are criticizing Iwobi. Iwobi for me has to be like, aside the likes of Musa and probably I think he's almost like the fifth or sixth overall player in the Super Eagles that have most appearance for the Super Eagles, and then for someone that have played for almost 9 years in Super Eagles,
for somebody that denied
and did well
in England.
It's not about denying England because
it's a good track record, because at that time it was a hot property in England. A lot of people breaking through at Arsenal is not a small feat. Playing consistently with the first team, three different seasons, now choosing to represent your home team.
Exactly, instead of where you grew up and where you were born.
I remember the match against Argentina before the 2018 World Cup where he scored 2 goals, 2 sweet goals.
He's the reason we went to the World Cup, actually. He's the reason. He played a vital role in us going to the AFCON. And even AFCON where we came third, I remember he got a red card in that game. Even though, but then Iwobi, for me, has done his bit. I think Nigerians need to chill on the comparison, because Iwobi can never be Okocha.
He can't even
Iwobi is Iwobi.
He can't be.
Do you understand? So
judge
the player by using the standard of Okocha. Even Nigerians, I don't say Okocha. Do people really watch Okocha himself? There are times even Okocha himself too.
You may actually mess up. Of course, there are times. If there are clips now. There are clips you can even watch. Go and search it by yourself.
There are times he didn't step up himself. So it's
and the final pass will be out.
We should Iwobi issue will come back to it. But for the players themselves, I think yes, sometimes you need to step up as a player, even though tactics was not there. You need to step up as a player, and as a team. This is the best. Like this is the grand finale. Like you've given it all. We saw Iwobi sweat against Cameroon. We saw him how he balled out, and then in the final against Ivory Coast, he was nowhere to be found. I'm like, really, how? Really now, for a team that they were defensively not even good, they've conceded lots of goals, yet we couldn't even press them. So the players, yes, they themselves, all, not just one player or single out different players, the entire team themselves didn't apply. At least they tried, because they said
they actually tried. I'm not removing that.
Somebody must lose in the final. Yeah, unfortunately for us, we were the one that got it. But then they can't say Ivory Coast themselves just came there to just walk past, because I'm not sure a country that they flogged 4-0 in the group stage, lost 2 games, lost to you again. Say, come my house, come beat me over and over again.
Come back during their qualification in the knockout stages. It was not as smooth as you would expect, but it was all coming for them to even get to the final. So, looking at Peseiro's tactics, some of those tactics will not allow somebody like Iwobi to really shine, because even that match I was talking about that we defeated, that is now 4-2, where Iwobi scored 2 goals. He had Ndidi and Mikel Obi behind him, and I did not use a confirmed striker. He and Nacho were the one playing up front, and they were fluid and I think sweet.
For Peseiro, like I said, I think the good football or better football won at the end of the day, because Peseiro's record, right from even the first game, we saw that it was defensive minded. Since he took over as some Super Eagles, I have not enjoyed his game. That's just the truth. I've not enjoyed any game. The only game I would say at least to some extent I enjoyed so far is the game against not Sao Tome. Who's Sao Tome called? I beg, Angola. I'll say Angola in this AFCON. That's the game I say I enjoyed, and we somehow dominated. But since he took over the job as Super Eagles coach, I've not had this confidence about our playing pattern. It's not as if we're playing like the prime Madrid under Genetro or under, but we saw what we played under Iguavon, right. Even though we didn't win the AFCON then. But Peseiro's tactics, and especially in this final, he failed to do those in-game tactics management. He was terrible. Like from first half, everybody was glaring that Aina was struggling against Adingra. Like I was seeing from the first half, and then Chukwueze was not even helping him out. And then he took Chukwueze out, and then someone came in, but still, he kept on peppering Olaina.
That was not the solution to that problem. I said it. I'm saying it again. The solution to that problem was to remove Zaidu Sanusi, play Kevin Bassey at left back, now making it a 4-man defense, bring in Alassane Yusuf to double up on Adingra, because you can't remove Aina because he's good attacking wise. So Calvin Bassey has played left back before. He can play it, and that the fact that
from it,
of course, the fact that he is a solid defender and you are struggling with those wingers that he just brought on, you know that peradventure in that match, somehow Diakite is going to come in. Somehow Nicolas Pepe was going to come in, and you need a solid left back. So put in there, he was not carded at all. Bring in Alassane Yusuf, double up on Adingra, cut off those chances. Adingra has been phenomenal in the run of Ivory Coast getting to the final. He is the danger man. He scored 90 minutes plus to get them over line.
Yeah.
Now created assists. In this particular one, created two assists.
Yeah.
He has been phenomenal for them. Even coming off the bench.
So like Peseiro, you know, sit down and watch these games. I don't understand. All the backroom staff did not check all these stats, because then we saw Ivory Coast, like I always said, from the tournament, they have one of the best midfield in the tournament.
Of course.
Yes. And then Nigeria, we were struggling. People will call Iwobi, Onyeka. There's not much they can do. They were so against four midfielders, not just anyhow midfielders, four good midfielders, and they ensured that their wingers stayed in the wings and was disturbing our wing backs, because
at the point Hale even had to come in.
Yeah, Adingra was sticking to Aina, ensuring that he makes sure that Aina doesn't go front, because the best thing about this 3-5-2 defense or 3-man defense or 5-man is the fullbacks. Now, the fullbacks are very proactive. They can go forward, back and forth
every
at
time.
ease. But Ivory Coast ensured that the wingers could not even go forward. We couldn't even attack. Like normally, we couldn't even string passes together, because especially in the second half,
it was not looking like it was blocked. Everywhere was blocked.
Like every pass we make errors. For our goalkeeper Iwobi to have more passes than even our outfield players was terrible. It's something and for the fact that we even took the lead as early as the first half.
That was the painful part. Because you taking the lead at first, at least there's a whole Nigeria.
So many things you should do.
And the fact that you even brought it into the second half, you're like, wow, that's halftime pep talk would have sealed it, because even if you follow Ivory Coast now, you know that even though they're not fantastic, they didn't even play like wow us away or blow us away. But if you follow their run to the final, you find out that the second half are always crucial. Better. Like the last 20-30 minutes of their games are always superb. Crucial. Very, very crucial.
They ensure they finish teams. Those are when you probably apply those tactics as a coach to ensure that, okay, your lead stays intact, or even if you concede, you can probably go back and score again. Against Equatorial Guinea, we conceded the first goal, and then immediately we scored the equalizer. So that's something that Peseiro himself failed to do. Does he have that tactics? Yeah, of course. I'm not sure if he entirely has it.
If he was hiding it throughout the tournament, it definitely showed in the final that he does not really tactically sound.
He did a bit, no day. I'm not sure he didn't. He didn't
day management tactics.
No, he doesn't have it.
And we even heard that now that the AFCON is done, where he might not even be the one.
Super Eagles we don't have any coach at his time, because his contract with NFF is that he runs until AFCON Final. So as of the time when he got the bronze, the silver medal, and then we left Ivory Coast, Super Eagles right now are without a coach. That is unless if don't continue with him. That's the next question I'll ask again. But then aside that one, in this final, CAF, I don't hold her for Drogba.
Number one.
For officiating, we have spoken about that throughout the AFCON. We had a fantastic record. VAR was almost flawless. And then they now carried the worst and came to the final.
Do you know that the ref that officiated in this final was the same ref that officiated in the first game for Ivory Coast? Officiated the opening and the final.
That ref, I said, don't come to Nigeria.
I was even surprised when I saw this. Not this guy, really. Not him.
We know that final games are always, and Nigeria and Ivory Coast have this. It's always a feisty affair.
It's not too far from.
But then
Nigeria itself.
There are duels that just let's go, let the game flow.
Even the ones he
everything Nigeria does touch, any foul
back.
Normally, we know he will be someone that's always want to chase the ball. He heads the ball well. The first time, first 10 minutes when Iwobi got on the header, he won the duel, the area ball, and then the referee blew. I was like, everyone was complaining the whole like, referee, waiting now. I was like, calm down now. Iwobi is trying to do too much. For people to complain that guy was trying to elbow him in the first half, I was like, Abi, this people are saying, what am I saying? Is it true?
Throughout the first half.
Even Stephen Keshi did a foul on Sanusi where I said probably Vieira would have even called him and said,
it was that,
even that yellow card said, dash out.
Exactly. But because it was not a very, very dangerous situation, and it was not leading to.
He was lenient to the Ivory Coast players. Any little thing that Nigeria players did was fair.
So number one, in that particular scenario, let me clear it out. For something that will not result in a dangerous tackle, or it might probably be a possible red card event, the VAR will not call.
Was that a foul?
It was a foul, right? But a player had already gone on.
Okay.
But I feel like
I'm not calling the VAR. I'm not calling the VAR. I'm calling the referee himself because that's the foul. At least give us the no way. Even the goal that they scored, I think was like a mistake. Like either the throwing supposed to go to Nigeria, and then went to Ivory Coast, and then from there you scored. I'm not saying that we were not terrible on the day. We were terrible, but the officiating should have been better because we've been praising them. AFCON, we say Europeans should come and sit down and watch the AFCON, and then in the grand finale, even when the CAF president said that billions of people are watching the AFCON final, and you're not bringing Arsene Wenger was in that stadium.
I was actually happy
I was
that
there saying, Wenger will come and celebrate with Iwobi.
Even if he does not know how to carry international
come and eat Nigeria jollof.
He does not know how to carry international trophy. Come and see what we are doing in
I did not say it
Africa.
But I'm just saying, see, that referee, let me not catch you.
The height of it there was the fact that Keshi was continuously falling down. Like Popo. He can't be
it was as if until he killed them before he will now
Onyeka was really
furious.
Just
remove his jersey. So I'm seeing orange jersey inside of his clothes.
What caused that issue with him and Osimhen? Osimhen for tear and slap. you don't.
At some point, I saw Wabali say something to one guy. Say, you saw that thing. It's off camera.
Like,
off camera. But it was like, I will deal with you.
It does, and those kind of things, it stirs up the atmosphere. And once you have the 12th man behind you, obviously, you get that extra confidence.
Normally, Super Eagles know that they are 11 against 12 because you have more population. This is the host nation. You've defeated them, yes. And they've collected 4-0. But
the anger,
the officiating, because something like about me, I was saying that before the final, that if Nigeria play their cards well, they have a chance to win it. Do you understand? Because I know that we won't have any issue with referee being biased, but then the referee was indeed biased. It's not a complaint there, but then he should have done better. He wants to use his own hand and soil the good works his colleagues have done. God pass you.
Probably because they know where is that day. That green, and funny enough, people have been saying that it's that green jersey that is good luck.
No, is that thing from Drogba bringing the jersey out. From Drogba bringing the jersey out, the trophy out to that all those officiating.
Even that Drogba issue. Why will he be touching Osimhen every time?
Maybe follow up and down. The president of the Ivory Coast, after Osimhen collected his medal, now to Osimhen to even wave you don't beat us, you don't collect gold medal.
It don't make sense at all.
What?
It don't make sense at all. Now we're speaking about
all those ones now. No, down to Iwobi's issue now. Nigerians, please, we need to do better.
Calm down.
Nigerians are going for itself because people that are doing all these abusive words.
They don't know how to play.
They don't even hold themselves. They don't hold themselves accountable for their own actions. Like you're not even doing well. You're not even doing well in your own field, self. You call a banter person. You come online. I understand that normally there's a thin line between banter, trolls, and now outright abuse and
we
insults.
Are still the one that we are saying.
Because we know that Maguire used to get. Maguire even got as far as going to a parliament in Ghana where they were using him as an attribute and the example for failure.
Had to
came back and apologized. But when you say those things now, but when you go on a player's Instagram page and you start going through his pictures
and everything.
Even pictures he posted like maybe 3 years ago, you go and comment on that. Kilo day, you don't have work.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's not supposed to be.
And of all persons to insult this, it will be that. You know that anytime that he's called up to Super Eagles, he's a very strong person because we saw videos after the clip about Nigerians running, even the players were running around. Musa said that Nigerians should stop doing this. We won silver medal. Even Ghana that left in the group stage, we don't even carry anything. play
They know to
Mozambique.
banter their players like
Even
that.
they themselves don't even deserve the abuse Iwobi is even getting, because even defending champions Senegal are left. Even people that will leave in the group stage,
Morocco.
those players don't even deserve abuse, because it's a tournament. It's just it's not a shared trophy. It's one trophy, and it's not your own player. You're the person that's insulted and not throwing the abuse at.
You know, if there's to be other countries now who accept that,
why?
Okay, normal.
You debut.
You are now fighting against.
We should do better.
Know that I'm sure you have that first-hand experience. You know, Man United. Maguire.
No. See, when it comes when it comes to
do that.
No, I used to banter players. No, because when Bruno Fernandes, even as good as Bruno is, when he messes up, even Rashford that does this well last season.
Rashford that is
you banter him.
Sancho don't leave now. You don't leave. Come on.
That one. See, now look at mentality now. Sancho, another problem, because Maguire was there. We bantered him, trolled him. Yes, he was still there in the team and started doing well and started starting games. Sancho,
one of the matches in very, very crucial games for them. A lot.
Well, for them, but then for, like I said, Nigerians abusing them. Yes, Christians, they came back to the country, and then they went to the Aso Rock, the biggest rock, the biggest place in Nigeria, and they're received by the presidential president, actually, Tinubu, who gave them some awards. We know we always know about Nigerians and not fulfilling promises. I remember the Olympics where we won against Brazil. Yeah. Yes, those were recent that those players actually got the the promises they made to them. But then each of the each staff and members of the Super Eagles got conferred the MON award. Yes,
and they got
land properties.
They got
flat in Abuja. Yes, so that's like it's a good one for us. Now imagine they came second and they won. They can't win for Kukuma buy each of them private jets, each of them.
Well, what's it called? The Minister of Sports, he also said that the fact that they did not, this AFCON is one of the most successful because of the fact that they didn't have to owe anybody. And
kudos.
This, we have to give kudos to FIFA too for bringing in that.
No, FIFA, the present Minister of Sports in Nigeria, and also the current NFF president now, CAF also, because normally we always hear about unpaid bonuses, a whole lot of things, but for the first time in a while, I didn't hear Pakam. Like, even the ones we are hearing was like, okay, they've paid them their match bonus, so they've done this or they've done that.
Those ones that they say, if you win this match,
you get this one. You know that normally we used to hear some big men come and say, if you win this thing, each goal you score here, we'll give you people cash prize. But then we didn't hear all those things, but at least we didn't hear them complain about their match bonuses and all that, which is always like something we are used to hearing from sports players, athletes in Nigeria.
And the fact that it did not just touch Nigeria alone, like this was scattered throughout all the teams, and probably this was the reason why we had such an amazing AFCON.
Yeah, like I said, FIFA paid gave them some like building funds to countries. I see small underdog countries did well in the AFCON because they had backing from from FIFA, the FIFA body, and then from their own countries government. Yes, exactly. So good one for us. At least long may it continue. We still have the women. Yes, before that one, we also have AFCON coming up. We have Olympics coming up. So we want this good record of no noise of match bonuses should continue. Exactly. Now, before we fly down and then we leave, now we said Peseiro's record. Peseiro is not the president, no longer the coach of the Super Eagles now. People always say, "Hey, we should go and bring in Javi Reynolds," because people like that's the man to coach. And for me, yes, he's a fantastic. He is the man. He has the record. 2 AFCON with different countries. Definitely, he knows. You understand? He knows about winning how to win these things now, and we've got talent.
You know, I'm so they won't loan them.
Because you saw what he did there. But if they had loaned him, maybe
he might have not.
Yeah,
Jose would not have gotten this.
Yes. So for Simeone, for Jose Peseiro now, because for me, the people that play some satanic football, likes of the Simeone of Atletico Madrid, we also see sometimes we see Jose Mourinho himself, who is a friend of Jose
Mourinho
Peseiro.
is the god of
Yes.
football. God of the.
But then Nigerians want to see, flair, tiki-taka, pass the ball.
It has always been part of the heritage.
Tap the ball, know how to
thing. Having
string
skillful
two passes,
wingers
yes.
sometimes, and having good finishers. Those are the things that built up the Super Eagles squad. That's why they are different from every other African
So
country.
if you say Nigerians would say Nigerians NFF can hire Javier Renard now, I'm like, it's not that easy.
Now look at the
You know
trend
how
that's
much
happening.
you do know how much NFF had to pay that man to bring him, because Peseiro had to take a cut in his salary, and if he's to continue, is either NFF go back to using a local coach, or probably look for ways to pay him, because even the one they are paying him before, which is like around 75
I think he's
or
not
so,
even done yet.
They don't have that funding, like the full funding to pay Peseiro what he wanted. I'm sure what he started with as Super Eagles coach. So if for NFF right now, what do you think they will do? Continue Peseiro? For me, they don't have choice. So because let's have the money.
If you have the money,
they don't have the money. The money no day. How much you pay that man?
For me, I want you to hire Paul Offer.
Sporting Lagos.
They have seen. See, AFCON now, they had two different.
Why is Sporting Lagos currently in the MPFL?
Forget that one first.
Where answer the question? Because me now, I always want to watch Rivers United and Sporting Lagos.
Let's watch Sporting
Lagos.
Now,
Sporting Lagos now, where are they currently in the MPFL?
They fluctuate.
Where fluctuate? They are currently battling relegation.
But you know why? You know why?
How?
You know why? Some of their players even had to leave, like during the transfer window and all those things. Teams are not settled yet, but this is their first time in the MPFL.
So you believe Paul Ofo can do?
Look at the track record. Look at the track record and see how he built them, bringing them into the competition.
A lot of certain Amunike who coach.
Amunike is the perfect home candidate, like the perfect home candidates you can ever.
The former caretaker Iwobi. You won't bring him back.
How many times? It's only Nigerian that I know that somebody has gone, you bring him again. Somebody has gone, you bring him back. I like, they know they tired.
Leave it. Right, Hudson of Crystal Palace. That's bringing him back. I'm bringing him back.
Palace is like he has a share.
They're not bringing him back.
What does he have? Eguavoen don't go how many times? He won't come. Is he the owner of the Super Eagles? He's not the owner now. So why? And Nigerians are NFL are even fond of it. You go and bring in. But even Salisu Yusuf too. You go and come.
We have a coach that actually was banned by FIFA for bribe.
Yeah.
That's
that was I think last 2 years.
But his contract, his ban will soon finish. So
no, I don't want him. Please, there's Remo Stars coach. He's there. He's good. Daniel, Paul Ofo
of Sporting Lagos.
See, these are coaches that you give time to build a system around.
Seeing that the last two AFCON have been won by local coaches, former players.
Now, MSFI is now the reigning.
Someone that just took over barely.
This is just 5 matches he played. Is it even 5?
From round of 16.
Round of 16.
Quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. 4 games.
4 matches enough to decide the fate of a country for the next. No, it's not 2 years. Or 1 year.
1 year plus.
AFCON is starting
next year.
But then it's something that we should actually look at. If it's the way forward, if Nigeria can play bad and get to the final, what if we start playing good?
But remember in 2021, under Eguavo, we played well, and then by the time we jammed Tunisia, they turned us out of the tournament with all the confidence. We were unbeaten. Imagine you are unbeaten, and then the main one that matters most,
you now had to go and
you now flop. AFCON safe, the cup never even fine like that safe.
You know, fine. Now we don't talk with that.
Fine like that.
Well, we just hope that the next AFCON will bring good tidings for the Super Eagles.
But I think that Nigeria lost for what peace, because if you say we win that trophy, Jesus Christ. Ghana just pack out of the country.
Social media.
We for buy Ghana safe, make them the 37th state in Nigeria.
But you know what? Nigerians, you can never shame a Nigerian, especially when
we are shameless.
We shame ourselves first.
We are shameless. You know those things you will come at us for.
That same night, I see one eagle. The eagle get red eye.
The nights we're playing final safe. Nigeria is playing final safe. Even our electricity safe was still not even. No, NEPA no even. They never show working for our side.
Generator FC, we turn up again.
And now, of course, now we're always there. Generator FC, bought the fuel, and then
you can't shame Nigeria. But add me if Nigeria had won.
If we had won that thing, hey, Jesus Christ,
you will leave that country. Nigerians will overtake.
Hope the next time Morocco, better don't bring in the legend to go and carry the trophy in the final because I'll come to the final.
I know what
I'm just saying that now. I'll come to the final. And
the
all
first game,
all those red lights are putting like this.
The ref that will officiate the first game. Keep an eye on him. Maybe so that somebody that will not go and do rubbish in the final. See you.
I already said that ref no come mainland. Don't even come to Nigeria.
Make I not see for Ikorodu.
We'll catch you.
If I catch you for Ikorodu. It's all jokes, but then we look forward to see a better AFCON 2025 in 2025.
No, Super Falcons will first cool me. We cannot say that trophy to come back. Super Falcons, they will cool this disappointment Super Eagles gave me. Falcons are there.
Funny enough, I have high hopes for Super Falcons.
We know that in Super Eagles, we even give them chances. We don't even think they will go this far. But there's always this hope. It's the small hope. It's the hope that kills. We're just, we too worried. You will, try.
Plenty people die. People die. People suffer.
Even girls were having high BP watching that South African match. Jesus Christ.
Girls who stay. I saw one video. Plenty girls.
Oh my God.
I say, I guess they.
But I said the one good tournament that we got in number one goalkeeper. So I've said before in our previous episode, scouts. Center midfielders, good wingers. I beg you.
Good wingers.
Not all those.
Actually, have good wingers. It's just to nationalize them.
Yeah, you should cry and come. Please. Not Saka. Saka already go already. Sha.
No, Saka
we
can
get
still
plenty.
come
Eh?
back.
Saka.
I trust.
Saka cannot come back again.
I trust.
We already pledged for 3 Lions.
I
nothing
trust.
for Super Eagles.
You can hear me. I know you can.
Just saying. They say Crystal Palace. Ebere Chelsea. And not seeing this AFCON was sweet too. No, come join. Come and join us. Hey, Chelsea guys. All those
Madeke, Chibueze,
Madeke and Sons. We go Chukwuemeka. You know, AFCON to win sweet too.
Funny enough, they are not even. Most of them are not national.
This former Chelsea youngster that now plays for Ivory Coast, Broja, he has won AFCON. See?
Just like that.
Just in like wiper there waiting for 3 Lions.
Just come.
See Iwobi. Even though Nigerians will banter you.
Iwobi has 1 bronze. He has 1 silver. The
next one now is gold. Hey, it's true.
You win good.
Yeah, spirits. Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap on AFCON 2023. We hope to see a better AFCON and a better Super Eagles in 2025 in Morocco
2025. Watch out.
Watch out too, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Let's have your say. We really want to know you better. Yeah. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.